Welcome back, trainers. So we're going to be featuring a Pokemon that I have never really featured before. Two, as a matter of fact. One being Sableye, as well as Cresselia. So my Sableye is going to be best buddies. It doesn't have the best IVs around, but if you were to say have a 100% IV and get it to best buddies, that is going to stay under 1500. You're going to be looking golden there. As far as the Cresselia is concerned, to get it into the Great League, you're going to have to trade it for its attack IV to drop low enough for its CP to be able to be eligible for the Great League in the first place, because otherwise you're not going to be able to get them simply from the raids. So I did do about 25 trades, 2 of which did become lucky before I was actually able to get this one, and finally I was able to do it. I purchased a secondary move and never really used it too much, to be honest. And then we do have the Azumarill accompanying both of those kind of as the bodyguard here. So I had a lot of success. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we had going on here. So looks like we're mid-battle here up against the Haunter. We're going to let the Azumarill go down. No need to shield that at this point. They have no more shields. We have the Sableye. Now Shadow Ball is still going to hurt us, and Sableye is going to be great going up against you. It's just Shadow Ball on Haunter is simply doing a lot of damage to everything. Now taking a look over here on Pvpoke, if you do get that Sableye to best buddy level 41 100% IV, it will land you at 1494. And then taking a look at the Shadow version, 100% IV level 41 as well. Obviously the Shadow version is going to be doing a significant more amount of damage. As you can see, attack 148.8, while the regular version is sitting at 124. And then the Shadow version is also going to be dropping 20 points in defense, which is going to let it drop a lot faster, obviously. But it may be something I want to consider investing in the future, along with my Shadow Mawile. So there you have it, just a little comparison. I don't have a Shadow Sableye, unfortunately. I think I purified it, or the IVs aren't the best, because you want to go for the best that you can get. Anyways, taking a look at this battle, we had a great lead with that Hypno. They're switching into the Reggie Steele. We wanted to catch potentially a Focus Blast here, and that's great. We expended all of that energy. Well, they expended their energy, and we took reduced damage as opposed to Flash Cannon like that there. So we're looking great. Our Sableye has a ton of energy ready to go up against that Hypno later on, or something else. Getting that Hydro Pump through, and at this point, I'm going to be shielding up and farming down so I can have the switch advantage. Expecting them to potentially come back in here with the Hypno, we're just going to be going for that Ice Beam, doing as much damage as we can. And we're looking good here. Perfect. I didn't really want them to farm me down. Now we're going to be able to go in here with Sableye and immediately go for the Shadow Sneak. And yes, I have Shadow Sneak over Power Gem currently, just testing it out, and it worked fine. Going up against Umbreon is not going to be looking great, obviously, or something else that's Dark type. And this team, yes, is significantly weak to, say, a Shiftry, but there is ways around it. So we're going to be going up against the Azumarill here with our Cresselia. Now I'm going to tell you this, I don't have much experience using the Cresselia personally. This is probably the first time that I took it to the Go Battle League, and I'm going to tell you, it was amazing. The thing is so crazy tanky, and those charge moves hit hard, and with Psycho Cut you're going to be able to charge them pretty fast. So we're going to be letting this Ice Punch go through and farm down the Hypno here. And we're just going to go for the Shadow Sneak up against that Azumarill, because Dark type moves are not very effective, and we're going to be able to get to another one. Hopefully we should be able to get to another one, unless they have energy ready to go here. And there they go, which is perfectly fine. We're still in a great position here. Going to go back in with Cresselia and get off this Future Sight and take the win. So yeah, Cresselia, quite amazing. Yes, this team is very expensive. Pretty much everything has to be maxed out, and those secondary moves aren't cheap. You have 100,000 for Cresselia. I do believe, was it 75,000 for Sableye, and then for the Azumarill. I think that's going to be cheaper as a baby, but still, all these Pokemon, you know, gotta be maxed out. But you know, we're just having fun and testing things over here. Sableye is a good investment for the Great League. So we are matched up against the Altaria, looking great. And we still have both shields, and at this point we are not going to shield anything up. We're just going to be going for that Hydro Pump, doing as much damage, and then we're going to go back in there with the Sableye. Hopefully they go for Thunderbolt here. Alright, so they're going for Rock Slide, potentially enabling them to build up more energy, but the thing is, I'm going to be able to hit Ice Beam, so they have to make a choice quick. Going for Psycho Boost, expecting a switch. They knew the Sableye was coming, and we're going in here with Cresselia. Now, this is not the best situation. Flash Cannon's going to do an okay amount of damage to us. while our future sight is going to eventually build up, and we can charge it up fairly fast and fire those off at a decent rate, but they're not on par with the Reggie Steele's Flash Cannon doing neutral damage, because all of our moves are going to be resisted here. So I did opt to go with the Moonblast over the Ice move. I just found it more interesting against certain matchups. I may switch it up on Cresselia later on, but this right here helped me win a good amount of matches. I do believe it was out of 10 I won 8 of those, and 1 I lost because of lag. Yeah, simple as that. We don't need to go down that road, right? Anyways, their Deoxys is going in here, and in comes the Reggie Steele. We have plenty of health left. We're going to be shielding this up. We're looking great, and we're going to be finishing them off with quick moves because there's no need to get off a charge move at that point. Remember, guys, if you do enjoy these battles, please give it a big thumbs up, and I will continue to bring you some of these unique picks here. I wouldn't say completely off meta, but some fun, interesting teams. Anyways, starting off this battle, we're met with a Reggie Steele. Now, this can be okay for us. We're just going to have to shield up. Focus Blast isn't going to be doing the most damage around, but I do want to preserve the health on the Sableye at this point. Going to be going for a shield. They didn't give it up, which is fine. And at this point, we're going to let this go through and just build up energy for whatever they do decide to bring in here. Hopefully, it's not a Charm user, because that will tear us to pieces very fast. It's going to be a Altaria, so we're just going to be going for the Dark Pulse. Foul play, sorry. And can we get to a Shadow Sneak? Unfortunately not, but that's perfectly fine. We have the Azumarill back here that's going to be able to absorb this Sky Attack and then dish out some super effective Ice Beam. They're deciding to switch. I was expecting that, and we're going to go into our Cresselia immediately here. And now this is where Moonblast is going to be coming in nice and handy. Now, we could go for Future Sight, I suppose, which would do okay, but not very effective, and Defense Deoxys is tanky, so obviously the better choice is going to be Moonblast. It's not going to cost that much more energy, so we're not going to be in a extreme disadvantage if they decide to shield up. Now we're going to go for the shield bait here, and we get it. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful plays. Now at this point, what do I decide to do? We're going to shield it up. Okay. We want to preserve the Cresselia or not and get to another Moonblast, looks like. Okay. Looked like I was contemplating a switch, and there they go. Now, things are getting a little tight here. We have no more shields, and they have one more shield left, so long as we can get to one more Ice Beam, but I don't think they have enough energy to get to do Sky Attacks, to be honest with you. So that's one, and yep, then they give up the match there, and we take the win. Very good. This team is going strong. Really enjoying this Best Buddy Sableye here, as well as Cresselia. A really good addition and a very nice tanky option. Expensive, but fun. So we're met with an Alolan Muck for this opening matchup here. Not 100% sure how it does play out with Sableye, to be honest with you. All I know is just go for foul play, I suppose. Now, this is going to hurt Dark Pulse because, yes, we're part Dark, but also Ghost, and, well, it is going to be doing a lot of damage to us. We're going for another foul play. They do decide to shield up. Poison Jab not doing much because of the Ghost typing on the Sableye. Going to be shielding this up. Going for an Acid Spray. So it's okay that we still use the shield anyways here, going for another foul play. We do win the opening matchup, which is great. They're going in with Bastodon, not able to farm us, which is even better. We're going to be able to go in here with Azumarill and win this matchup. Going to get ready for a switch, and they're going into Meganium, and we're just going to switch into our Cresselia. Looking good here. Now, yet again, not 100% sure and familiar with Cresselia's matchups against other Pokemon here. It is taking that Frenzy Plan, and once I saw that, I was like, oh, we're looking good. This thing is so amazing and fun to use because of its tankiness. You're able to think about what you're going to be able to do next without having to be super rushy in the moment or just snappy on it. Anyways, taking them down there, and they're going to be going in with Bastodon, finishing us off, getting a few smackdowns in there and getting some energy. But I know that we're going to be able to take another Stone Edge after we do shield this up here, and we're going to just go for a Hydro Pump. We could have went for the bait, but at this point, I don't want to risk it. Let's just go for this. We know we're going to be able to get to another Hydro Pump, and we're going to be looking good here. So we're going to be able to take the win yet again with the Sableye team. Yeah, I'm excited for my next video. I have another Pokemon, a returning Pokemon that I used before in the preseason, so it should be fun to bring it back yet again. For the next match, we're met with a Stunfisk. And I was seeing these quite often. You're going to see a few of them pop up here. Yet again, do not know how this matchup is going to play itself out between these two Pokemon here. Let's see how much foul play does. That is taking the hit quite well. So I decided to switch into Cresselia just systematically, not knowing that matchup. And they're going to be switching into Azumarill. Now Cresselia will be able to beat Azumarill. That's just the way it is. As long as you have your shields and somewhat of an energy advantage, you don't even need both of those. You should be able to win, especially if you have an even shield advantage. Getting to the future sight, doing so much damage here. We're going to be shielding that up. It's just an Ice Beam. That's fine. If they want to burden both shields at this point, then that's actually going to be good for us, and they decide to do that. Going to be switching into our own Azumarill here, and they're going to be going back into Stunfisk. Now, I knew this was going to happen. I knew they were going to switch into this, but those discharges are not going to be enough to take us out. While they're going to have to shield it up. Well, they have no more shields. So we're taking it out. Perfect. Going back in here with the Azumarill. We do have a Sableye in the back, which is not going to be very helpful up against that. So we have to figure out what we're going to be doing here. But we still have all three of our Pokemon. Cresselia, not much health, but still can do something here. Able to get off that Hydro Pump. Not able to take it out, though. And they're going for Ice Beam. We're able to bubble it down. What do they have in the back? We're going to be switching immediately into Toxicroak because we do not want them to gain too much energy, especially with that Toxicroak not doing very effective damage. They will be able to build up their energy on the Azumarill. So this was a good switch call here. They're going for the Mud Bomb, and we're going to be able to take the win with the Shadow Sneak. Really enjoying the Shadow Sneak touch. Like I said, going up against Umbreon, you're left completely vulnerable there, but we do have Cresselia as well as Azumarill to take care of those. Yes, Cresselia is going to be taking super effective, but if we can get a Moonblast through, looking good. Met with another Stunfisk for this match here. You're going to see the lineup, very interesting is what's taking place here. Making the same play as before, and we're seeing an Alola Marowak here, so this is interesting. We can take a Shadow Ball for sure, so we don't have to really worry about that. Pretty sure they were going to try to bait us out here, and we're just going to let whatever they're going to throw at us go through. So they just, burned a bit of energy there. Great. And these future sights are hurting that Alola Marowak. They decide to let it go through. Great. We're met with a Cresselia, and we're going to try to go for that Moonblast here. If this gets through, I don't think it KOs, but it will do a lot of damage. Like I said, I'm just not familiar with all the matchups with Cresselia and how much damage it actually can do to certain things. So I think I performed okay for the first time using it here. We do have an Azumarill in the back, and we're sitting pretty here. We're just going to wait for that switch, and there it is, going into our Sableye immediately, and we're going to be shielding this up. It is going to be a discharge. We have a lot of energy. We're going to go for that Shadow Sneak here. Not doing the most damage, but we do get a shield out of them, and now they're shieldless, so we can go for the foul play at this point. And they're going for another Mud Bomb, and this is, I don't think this is going to KO. Yeah, definitely not going to KO. I don't know what I was thinking. But we're almost able to get to the Shadow Sneak. I think I shield this up just because. And then we're going to be able to just go in with our Azumarill and take out the Altaria with an Ice Beam. And we're looking great. And another win in the bag. All right, so we are approaching the final battle, folks. Let's see what we do have going on here. So we're met with a Swampert. Okay, very interesting here. I really wanted to catch a Hydro Cannon at this point. Now, I know we can win this matchup to some degree, possibly. Maybe, I don't think so. I mean, those Hydro Cannons are just so spammy. Alright, so they're able to get to another one before we're able to even get to halfway to a foul play there. So now I want to catch a Hydro Cannon, but they do not give it up, and they retreat into the Reggie Steele when we go into our Cresselia. And we've seen this before. It's not the worst, but it's not the best either. We can potentially take it low enough to go in here and farm with something, so we do have energy for whatever they do bring in. But this matchup here, yeah, it's not the best around, and there's really nothing it can do except for go for future sights. It's it's hurting it. We're taking it down. We're about even here, but that Flash Cannon, it's alright, it's not even anymore. But we're able to get to one more at least. And at this point I was thinking that they might try to lock on us down, but they switch into Vigoroth and take us out. That's very nice there. And we're going to be going in with our Azumarill, so we are still holding on to one shield. This match is getting a bit nerve-wracking here. They still have one shield as well. Sableye does not have much health back there. What can we do to possibly take the win here? That Vigoroth. Yes, those counters are not doing much, but that Body Slam is, oh, yeah, spammy, and it's hurting. it adds up quick. So at this point, I think we're going to have to use a shield. It's just getting too low. Now we're going to be switching into our Sableye and going for the foul play immediately here. And they made a switch, which I had a feeling was going to take place. That's okay. We're going to be able to farm down here. Now the Azumarill is going to have to take care of 3 Pokemon. That's 1 down. Can we get all 3, folks? This is going to be close. In comes the Vigoroth, farming a little bit, having energy for that Swampert that I know has a Hydro Cannon. And there it is. Can we survive this Hydro Cannon and get off the Ice Beam? And unfortunately, they take us out with quick moves, and we had the Ice Beam. Thanks for watching, and take care.